Hey lovers, it's PDH with Love on Tour, and our love is on tour the brand new Sun Princess out of Rome. Let's do it. Hey lovers, remember to subscribe and hit that like button. It is the currency of love here on YouTube. Now the Sun Princess is Princess Cruises' newest and largest ship to date, and it is spectacular. I loved it. Now here is the new port that they built in Rome. It is beautiful. It feels new. It looks new. If you have a suite, you can actually enter the VIP area. And just seeing the actual scale of the ship. This ship is massive. I'm sure it's not Icon of the Sea massive, but it is huge, huge ship with 19 decks, I believe. Staying on deck 17 myself, but this is a huge ship for Princess. Now we cruised from Rome to Barcelona on the inaugural cruise. No, we didn't book an inaugural cruise, but we all know what happened. Now the Piazza is truly the heart of the ship and a long design standard for Princess Cruises. Because the theater was not fully functional, or not functional at all on our cruise, the Piazza was used almost exclusively as the entertainment venue. Not only was the Piazza used for entertainment, but just about everything that was done in a public forum was done in the Piazza. And this is the first time I've experienced an indoor sail-away party, but it was definitely full of energy. I'm used to that pool deck sail-away, but it was a little different, but definitely full of energy. Now, a lot of you have been asking about the casino here, which Princess says is their largest at sea. So let's take a look. Now, there was smoking allowed in the casino. It did feel large. I'm not sure it's the largest I've ever been in, but they did have everything you would expect. Some poker tables at the back, as well as lots of slot machines and some other table games. Princess Live is the other area that was used for entertainment. They did karaoke, bingo, and some other games there in that area. It is a very large area located right across from the Crown Grill in O'Malley's. Good Spirits is a really chic and cool spot. That's where they shared stories of spirits and collecting farm fresh local ingredients to inspire one-of-a-kind cocktail creations. It's built to help you experience the local region as you immerse yourself in a cocktail experience. I didn't find out about this place until toward the end of the cruise, so I didn't experience any of this, but once I visited it, it's someplace I'd love to be. Now the gym here is on deck 18 and it faces out to the pool deck, which is a little weird for me, not only for the people in the gym, but also for the people on the pool deck who want some kind of sunbathing time or whatever, like you're on the treadmill running and you're looking at people in the bathing suit right literally in front of you. As you can see here, they were still installing the televisions on this inaugural cruise. They were definitely not ready to sail, but working hard to get there. Spa day, yes. Now the spa was 2 levels, and it was small for this size. It was small for this size ship, in my opinion, but the quality of massage was great, and they did offer some port day specials. Now, Park 19 was open but not functional during my cruise. If you've experienced Park 19, please leave comments down below. I'd love to hear about your experience. It does look like it's going to be a very cool spot. The pool deck is located on deck 17. It was large and had a lot of seating, a lot of food options, which we'll get to soon, and it extended up to deck 18 and 19, where Park 19 is located. There were jacuzzis located on the port and starboard side, as well as some binoculars to take a look at what you might be missing out on land. And in my experience, the seating here around the side of the ship was never really that crowded. You always could find a chair, which is a great and unique experience on a cruise ship. The sanctuary is an adults-only spot with its own private pool and jacuzzi, as well as bar. Now, you do have to check when you get there. On other ships, you have to pay to get into this area. When we were there, there was no cost to get in there. There are loungers and beds all around. Cabanas also available for rent. I think they went for about $650 if my memory serves correct, but check that price. And as you can see here, they hadn't even finished installing the televisions and the rest of the electronics in the cabanas during our cruise. Now, the signature pool deck is right in front of the sanctuary. There wasn't much security when I cruised, but this is supposed to be an area just for the signature suite guest, which is a very, very well done area with some refreshing drinks, that sort of thing. And you do have bar service that they'll come and serve you by serving staff in that area. So now we're gonna go take a look at the dome. This is another newbie for the Sun Princess. Now, the dome is an innovative and unique space. I don't think I've experienced a space like this before on a ship. Now, when it's fully functional, they're supposed to have shows and acrobatics and things of that nature down by the pool, where the pool is. A stage is supposed to come out, and they're supposed to do acrobatics and kind of a show there. We did see some rehearsals in that space, but the shows did not perform during our cruise. Now, this area was definitely filled most of the time. I think people liked being outside but having some covering. These lounge chairs were almost always full during our 10-night voyage. On the other side of the door is an area called the Sea Terrace, and that's at the very front of the ship. A beautiful, beautiful area with its own bar, and it had lots of seating there as well. Dipping pool or plunge pool on the other side. Really, the best part of our cruise was our stay in this signature penthouse suite. This suite was everything that we could have imagined and asked for and more. It was brand spanking new. It smelled fresh. It was very high end with great amenities as well as perks that we'll get into in just a moment. The space had great character, a nice sized balcony. There's our inaugural season pin for the inaugural cruise. Now it's very interesting, the bed did not feel like the normal Princess bed. Leave comments down below if you notice the same thing. When I was on Discovery Princess, that bed was amazing. I even did a video about it, but this bed, it was not so much. I love that you got a full dining set here out on the balcony. No loungers, but nice sitting area and a full dinette set. The bathroom had a great soaking tub, a nice sink, as well as a beautiful shower that was heavenly. One of the perks of the Signature Penthouse Suite is that you got access to the Signature Lounge, which was amazing. It reminds me of the retreat on the Celebrity ships. This was the best suite lounge outside of Celebrity I think I've ever experienced. They had entertainment there nightly, a full bar with snacks and things of that nature. And if they didn't have it out, they would actually go find it for you. The service here was impeccable, and they didn't make you feel like a VIP in this area. On board, you had the familiar fare of Sabatini's, the Crown Grill, the best steak at sea in my opinion. O'Malley's and Alfredo's were your casual dining options. Kai Sushi has a new name now, but the food there was very good as well. And they had some newbies on the block, the Butcher Block and Catch. They were really selling these hard in terms of trying to get you to try them. I did not. So if you have tried either, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experience. Teppanyaki, as you know, I don't mess around with teppanyaki. I know some of you guys love it. It's not my thing, but this was always full. Now, if you're in a reserve mini suite, you did get access to the reserve restaurant. This is different from other ships. You get an entire restaurant to yourself, as well as if you were in the signature suite, also, you would get access to the signature restaurant, which was amazing. Service here was impeccable. Like Lumine on Celebrity, it was fantastic. Make sure you check out our full dining breakdown video that's available here in the comments as well, where we break all of the dining down for you. All right, he's been fantastic every single day. My friend from in Mexico, my neighbor. Now, the buffet is called the Eatery, and it's not called a buffet probably because it's not like a traditional buffet. Each station has its own server that will serve you whatever you want, as much as you want, but it is no self-serve here other than, I think, the fruit and the breads, that sort of thing. Everything else goes through a server. Now, it did get busy here during peak times, but if you travel past the back of the buffet, you get to another area where catch and the butcher's block is, and lots of seating back there. The buffet seating on the outside goes all the way around, wraps around the aft of the boat. Very nice seating, lots and lots of space for you to see, especially on those great days. It's windy today, so not many people will want to be out here, but there are some. And in the very back, just overlooking the wake view area, there are actually heaters on the outside behind the buffet. Now, Horizon is the main dining room, which is 3 levels. Unfortunately, there was almost always a line there for dinner and most times for lunch. Now, the 3 levels does stretch all the way up to deck 8, where you have the American Diner, and you must try some of the things there on the menu. Were amazing. What I love about the Sun Princess is the dining options were varied. There was so much variety on the pool deck, the Lido deck. You had Lido pizza, you had Lido greens, you had Lido tacos, and these were just kind of grab and go, which was fantastic if you didn't want to wait in line or you just wanted something good. Now, the hours do vary, and we have a whole breakdown on that in our dining breakdown. There are also bars all over the ship, as well as crooners, which had great exclusive cocktails. Now, our entertainment was extremely limited, and typically some version of what you see here, and it almost always was in the piazza. And the piazza was not really built for main shows, so it was standing room only, a lot of nights, which wasn't a cool thing, but you could tell they were doing pieces of shows that were supposed to perform in the theater, which wasn't ready. Well, that's it for this episode of Love on Tour. Remember, it's love above all, love will travel, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.